Hello friends. Oh, microscopic mic is falling apart a little bit. Oh, I need to rewind. Hello. These are actually made out of, for some reason, I keep the really long like cast on tails that I normally have from when I'm knitting socks. And then I like tie them together into a little ball. I have no idea why I'm keeping them. I'm not normally like a save my scraps kind of person. Like they can go in the garbage, I'm fine with that. But for some reason with sock yarn specifically, I save them. And I guess my intention was maybe one day I'd make like a crazy sock. But now I'm thinking, as you'll see later, that maybe I'll use it as like color work for like a funky little guy sweater, which will make sense imminently, I'm sure. Anyway, it's December 1st. Happy December. I am forcing myself to this because I'm thinking I will try and just do like a monthly knit vlog. I quite enjoyed doing that vlog last time, and so I was gonna do it again this time, but I realized I found like literally no clips of me actually knitting. So I've decided I will combine the two into like a podcast vlog. So I'm gonna sit here and talk, and then I think I'll randomly cut in little vloggy clips. Which you might hate, but it is what it is. That's what I feel like doing this month. We'll see if I keep it up. I like to set myself these like weekly and monthly like to-dos, and then like I don't do them. What else is going on? It is 24 degrees and I'm freezing. I guess I have acclimated to the climate, so I'm in my sweater. I am pretty sure we have a moth. Can you see it? I've put like a mirror off to the side so I can see what my phone's seeing. But yeah, there's a fuck ass hole that I will have to mend. And then also like I'm pretty sure this wasn't here before I moved here, which means we might have moths here, which makes sense because I occasionally see a moth or two in the home. What else? I have my new pom-pom earring clip. I hope you enjoy that. And I guess we'll get into it, right? And first things first. My Drevo pullover by, here we go, my Drevo pullover by Teti Letzak is complete. I still haven't blocked it. I feel like I talked about it last time. She's a wee bit short, but obviously I was playing Yarn Chicken. This is actually every single inch of yarn is on here. I like did a sewn bind off and I cut the tail too long, and so the yarn was like untwisting as I was binding off, and it was like just like destroying itself, you know, like pulling apart, I guess. So actually I think this is all the yarn. And then I think here, around here or something, I like split a stitch, so I'm gonna have to go duplicate stitch over that. And I think this is just a marker left over. But I really love this. It's now chilly, so I should definitely block this, and I think I can start wearing it, which is cool. So maybe that'll be my task after this, is I will block this. Maybe I'll film it, I probably won't. Could be in next month's vlog. But this was fun. Like the whole thing is fucking red, which is cool. Because I'm anti-stockinette right now. And yeah, I don't know. It's making me want to knit myself a new bifurca vest because I hate the yarn I knit my bifurca vest out of, so I might do that. Stay tuned. And yeah, that's done. My other garment I've been working on is my Beads of Joy tee pullover. I'm not really sure what it's called now, but it's by James and Watts. I have finished the first panel, as you can see, and I did block it, which I was gonna come on here and complain that it was like really wobbly bubbly ubbly, but I blocked it, and I can't say that it blocked out like super flat. It's still pretty funky, and like these side panels are supposed to be like straight sided, but they're pretty lumpy. Lumpy is the word I was kind of looking for. But I think it'll be cute. She's looking short, which is annoying, but I'm pretty sure I measured it and it was actually the called for length. Like obviously it's supposed to be cropped, but this feels like very cropped. Like it's probably 6 inches above my belly button, which is crazy. But it's going to get a bottom rib, so that's cool. But this is like one of James's cool modular style patterns. Obviously you like knit each color and then you like pick up along the edge and then knit the next one, pick up along the edge and knit the next one. I totally screwed up at the beginning, I think, and like read the pattern wrong, which also could be contributing to the bubbly wobbliness because I don't actually think I have the right number of rows in this first dark green section. I am knitting this out of like a cotton acrylic blend that I actually found here, which I have some small footage of. I found a yarn store in Taiwan.
You ever seen it again?
Yeah. I finally found a craft store in Taiwan, so yarn haul. I bought stuff to hopefully make a James and Watts Beads of Joy top tee. I went for solids instead of a gradient because they didn't really have any gradient options, and Eric kindly helped me pick the colors, so they're really good. So here's the color story: yellowy cream, a green, a teal, a blue, and a pink. So this will be my next project. So yeah, that was the video of that, and I got this yarn, which I both love the colors of, I love the price, but it's a super weird yarn. It almost feels like foamy. I can't even describe it. It's very foamy. It's very round, like very, you're not gonna be able to tell, but like a super, I chose also the worst color to show you, but like a super circular round yarn. But we'll see. It did block out a bit, but obviously cotton and acrylic aren't really both known for like superior blocking, and I don't have like a steamer or anything, which is really what I should be doing. I might like wet it and then like heat up a pot even and like go over it a bit, or I might just live with the fact that it's a bit lumpy. Like you can totally see it here. You can see how like each bobble is kind of lumpy, and you know, maybe that's fine. It's like a pretty out there pattern to begin with, so maybe it doesn't matter. I'll talk to you about it like this.
三个里面。
里面。So, yeah, that is all I've been working on garment-wise because I have become obsessed with knitting softies. I can't explain it. I have the Moosh and Friends book by Cynthia something or other, and I'm just obsessed. Basically, I knit Moosh, and here he is. He's been over on the side. I'm sure you've seen him. I'm not gonna hold him like that, come on. And he's a bear, I guess a polar bear. Hello. And look at his tail. Tail hole in the outfit is like actually essential. And I just love him, and this is my new obsession. So, knitting this was great. If I have an ounce of footage of me knitting it, I guess I'll insert it here. But basically it's a very well done pattern. You like knit the whole thing in one go. All you have is one teeny tiny little seam at the ussie to seam up and like to stuff him through. So you like knit the head and then like the arms and then the legs, and then there's just one little seam, so like there's hardly any seams. Oh, because I'm also knitting the frog pattern. I didn't pull it over here because I hate it. It has a lot of seaming and it's weird and annoying. So I'll talk about it some other time maybe. But that was great. And then I knit him these cute little overalls. Those ones you knit down and then knit up. I think this seam along here was supposed to be a little bit more seamless with like how the rib transitions. Not that like rib will ever transition properly. We're going from knitting in one direction to the other one. It's always gonna be a half stitch off, but I'm like 1.5 stitches off. Oops. But I think it's fine. And then I think actually the back of his little overalls were supposed to be stockinette, but I changed it to being this like 1x1 broken rib instead of the 2x1 broken rib on the rest of the thing, and I think that looks quite cute. And then I put these fun little buttons on him, and I embroidered his face on, and this is just my obsession. What am I gonna do with these? I don't know, but this is my new thing instead of baby knits right now. Also impractical, realistically more difficult for me to just like hoard because they're stuffed. Okay, dog. But he's precious and he's just a little guy. My group chat named him Francois. So, hello. So then, I finished my first semester of Mandarin classes, which was cool and also like rather stressful. I haven't had finals in a long time, so like that was weird, but it went well. I did well. I passed with like, I think you need an 85% or something to maintain your scholarship, which actually makes it quite stressful, but I did fine, so yay, they're gonna continue to pay me. But between semesters we have a 2-week break, which is happening right now. So actually Eric and I went on a week-long scooter. We bought a little scooter, which you know, it was a week-long scooter vacation, and I definitely took a bunch of footage of that. But the only product I brought on my scooter vacation was my next obsession, which is, I believe her name is technically Aggie, also from the Moosh and Friends book, The Sheep. She's looking a little cursed right now because I only had enough stuffing with me on vacation to stuff her head. And I did like just stuff her head, which is maybe a kind of a weird move of me, but it, like, here you can see the little, like, ooh, jump scare, like the little hole that's the only hole you have to seam up. This entire thing, you can see she's knit like this. I decided to stuff the head because this hole is actually quite small and pretty annoying to stuff through, and you're supposed to like block them, but I'm gonna see what happens. I did block Moosh, his little like empty carcass, but for Aggie I decided not to. I also put some safety eyes in her this time, which you can see here, which probably makes her, they're not like the most safety eyes either, so that probably makes her not really suitable for a child, but whatever, it's not like I'm getting these for anyone in particular anyway. I love her funny little, like, I actually have no idea if you can see anything that I'm showing to the camera here, but I like her garter stitch texture on the top of her head. And then her outfit is she has this like fuck ass like cunty little vest that's very loopy, and I'm like partway through it. I'm partway through the second one because I originally really wanted to knit it out of this gorgeous light blue linen quill that I had just like a tiny bit left over from the little Dahlia sweater I knit, and I literally was playing yarn chicken as per usual, and I got to this far in the vest and ran out, so basically missing like 1/8. Here, but like that's a lot of yarn because obviously this stitch is such a pain in the ass to do. So like I'm so annoyed that I got this far and ran out. But oh, actually this is gonna be perfect to repair the hole in the sweater. So like the color's slightly off, but I think it'll be fine. So maybe it was all meant to be. Anyway, so like that's super annoying that I got this far, and I think she would have looked like, it's obviously cursed right now because she's not stuffed, okay, but she would have looked pretty cute in this blue vest. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Okay, so I have cast on a new one and I'm actually like pretty much almost done. I've done one side. It's also knit bottom up, which is why I couldn't, like I would have just made a cropped vest as per usual with my things, but I can't do that. I probably could have modified the pattern to be knit top down, but I didn't, okay? And so, oh god, it's attached to the wall, which is really annoying. But I basically had a ton of gray left over that I used as her huff color. So this is gonna be her vest. which I argue is still quite cute. Can you see the vision, kind of? It looks weird because she's unstuffed. Maybe I'll do that today, is I'll stuff her. But yeah, basically you do this like super annoying loop stitch that I can only figure out how to do knitting English, so I have to knit English, which is not my favorite. And like every single stitch you have to do like an extra stitch and then like pass one loop over the other loop and like wrap it around your thumb and all this bullshit. So it legitimately, I think it's 54 stitches along the bottom here, and each row on the loopy side would take me, I swear, 25 to 30 minutes, which is even more frustrating that I did that much of that other vest and ran out of yarn. But it was meant to be so I could repair this sweater that the moths ate. Anyway, I hope that was interesting. Obviously I haven't been doing a ton of knitting, but also this isn't nothing. Like, these things take a long time. Obviously they're knit on 2mm needles. He's just so cute. I just hang out with him. Like, just my little buddy. And so like these obviously take a long time. Yeah, they're knit on 2mm needles, so there's like a lot of work and effort that goes into them, which is good because, as you know, I am looking to slow down my knitting. But I'm still considering cardigans. I have this cashmere yarn that I've unraveled that in my head is due to be a cardigan. A new pom-pom cardigan came out, which I am very tempted by, so I think I'll probably do that. I also very kindly was gifted an advent calendar by my mother. Thank you, Mom. So in the December video, I will probably show all of those that I got. And so if anyone has any suggestions for Advent mini patterns, I am very much open to it. I did find one interesting pattern on Ravelry that was like a batwing cardigan kind of thing that you knit from like one sleeve to the other, that was designed to be done with Advent minis. So like depending, I have like really no idea what these minis are gonna be like. So depending on what like the colorways are and if I could make like a cool gradient or something, that is on my mind. But yeah, next up I am going to be starting some more little guys from the Knitted Animal Friends and like Knitted Wild Animal Friends books. I have both of those as well, and they're, in my opinion, like less cute kind of animals, but what I do like is that they have a standard body, which may make them a bit more boring. We'll see. But the nice thing about the standard body is that they have like tons and tons of clothes. This is so ridiculous. Whatever. Tons and tons of clothes. And so all of the clothes fit all of the animals, which I think is cool. Especially if like someone I'm actually genuinely very close to has a child, because I could just continually make them more animals and more clothes and they would all like intermix. Like, that's sick. You could have like a pretty sick collection. So that would require me using a standard yarn. So those ones are technically use a sport, which this yarn is a sport, and I actually do think this yarn has potential to be good for softies. So my plan is right now, okay, the dog. My plan right now is to hopefully finish this. Then I can use the leftovers to like start one of the animals in one of these colors. I don't really know if any of these colors are appropriate. I guess the white, if I have some leftover white, I could do like a bunny or something and just see how it's knitting up before I buy some more. And then there is a hippopotamus pattern in the Wild Knitted Animal Friends. Knitted Wild, whatever the combination of those words is. And I would love to do a Mudang. Like, how funny would that be? She's a very particular color though, so I'd have to go to the store and see if they have that kind of like dark grayish purple. Like, it probably doesn't have to be exact, but like in my mind I would love her to be that like proper dark grayish browny mauvey purple, which they definitely don't have. That is like such a niche color, but that would be cool. and like this yarn is cheap, cheerful, and like available to me in person. So I think that would be really good if I can use that. And then I can start making like tons of the outfits, because the outfits are kind of the best part. Like the bunny has a matching like color work cardigan with tiny carrots, like a little carrot motif on a color work cardigan for a fucking stuffed bunny. Like that is so unhinged, but like 100% something I would love to do. So we'll see. I haven't even looked actually at this construction of those animals. I hope it's similar to this and not ones where you like stuff the arms individually and then sew them on. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I hope you guys enjoyed the vloggy bits. I enjoy doing it, so I'll probably keep doing it. We did unlock a new truck sound. The recycling truck plays a different song than the garbage truck, so like that's pretty cool. What else has been going on? Oh, a fun fact about Taiwan is like they're still a very cash-driven society, and so in an effort to have like cash-based businesses actually report their earnings, like everyone's supposed to give you a receipt, and each receipt has a unique number, and then every 2 months a dog barks. No, every 2 months they draw like a winning lottery number and you win money, and like the receipt numbers are like 9 digits long or something, but if you even match just the last 3 digits you get like, it's like $200. It's like not even $10, but still I like obsessively hoard my receipts. And the last drawing was a couple days ago, and like I swear I had 1,000 receipts and we didn't win. I was so upset, but I will continue to try. One day I'll win. That's like a little fun Taiwanese fact for you. And I guess that's it. So have a happy rest of your 2024 year, and if for some reason I decide to make videos sooner, you'll see me again, but if not, I will see you in 2025, which is crazy to think about, but that's the truth. So much love, and I will talk to you later.